Hello, you're watching the English News Bulletin, and in the following, we'll take a look at the headlines for today.
Prime Minister VietNam holds talks with Cuban leader Raúl Castro Ruz. National Steering Committee for Enterprise Reform and Development convenes. South Africa calls for more Vietnamese investors.
Prime Minister VietNam and Cuban President Raúl Castro Ruz have reached consensus on orientations to deepen bilateral ties in the future.
The two leaders held talks in Havana on March 28th, following the official welcome ceremony accorded by Prime Minister Dũng. The two sides agreed to focus on boosting affiliation in trade, agriculture, electronics, telecommunications, energy, healthcare, biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, construction, tourism, and education. They valued the close coordination and mutual support between the two countries at international organizations and multilateral forums. After the talks, President Raúl Castro Ruz presented Prime Minister Dũng with the José Martí Medal, the Nobelist Award of the Cuban Party and State. On the occasion, Prime Minister Dũng announced a gift package of 5,000 tons of rice and 100 sets of computers for Cuba. The two leaders also witnessed the signing of a mid-term economic agenda between the two governments and a memorandum of understanding on healthcare cooperation. Earlier on March 27, Prime Minister Dũng made a fact-finding tour of a Vietnam-Cuba joint rice production model in the western province of Pinar del Rio. The model now covers a total area of nearly 28,000 hectares, giving a yield of 4.58 tons per hectare, 1.2 times higher than an average productivity of Cuban farms. The model, which was supported by 20 Vietnamese experts who conducted more than 300 training courses for about 7,000 Cuban officials and farmers, is expected to be expanded to 12 more provinces. In addition to providing expertise, Vietnam has also given Cuba 800 farming machines and equipment. It will develop agricultural partnership in other crops like maize, soybean, and coffee, alongside aquaculture. On the afternoon of March 28th, Prime Minister Dũng left Havana for Haiti to start his official visit to the Latin American country.
The National Steering Committee for Enterprise Reform and Development helped reshuffle more than 100 state-run businesses last year. It also seated the privatization of 6 others in the first 3 months of this year.
The figure was released during the committee's meeting on March 28th to review its operations in 2013 and the first 3 months of this year. According to a report at the event, the committee helped speed up the submission and issuance of 24 legal documents on the reorganization and restructuring of state-owned enterprises. Addressing the event, Deputy Prime Minister Vũ Văn Ninh, head of the committee, asked ministries to consider a number of matters, including the salary management in joint stock companies using state capital and the reorganization of agroforestry businesses to enhance their operational efficiency. He urged the Ministry of Information and Technology to promulgate organizational and operational regulations for the Vietnam Post and Telecommunication Company, and the Ministry of Finance to review the financial management of major groups, including the oil and gas group and the Vietnam Electricity.
The Government Inspectorate of Vietnam held talks with a delegation from the Board of Audit and Inspection of the Republic of Korea in Hanoi on March 27th.
Deputy Inspector General Lê Tiến Hào said the talks are a valuable opportunity for the two bodies to foster their friendship and collaboration, as well as realize the goals as stated in the Memorandum of Understanding. Hào said he hopes that the two sides will check, evaluate, and amend the side cooperation agreement. Board of Audit and Inspection Secretary General Kim Young-ho said this is a good chance to bring the friendship and affiliation between the two agencies on a par with the strategic cooperative partnership between the two countries. Both sides discussed orientations to intensify their link-up in the coming time. They agreed to organize training courses in the Republic of Korea to improve Vietnamese inspectors' capability in tackling complaints and denouncements.
South African Ambassador Gomotso Ruth Magol has said South Africa is a promising land for Vietnamese investors. The ambassador made the remark during an investment promotion conference in Ho Chi Minh City on March 27th.
The event is a chance for enterprises of both sides to meet and seek partnerships, thus enhancing Vietnam's investment to South Africa. It also updated Vietnamese businesses with information on the trade and investment policies of South Africa, helping them enter the market easier. Representatives from about 20 South African firms at the event also introduced their business in various fields such as information technology, communications, mining, equipment, chemicals, cosmetics, and food. Two-way trade between the two countries has grown stably in recent years, reaching $920 million in 2013 and $720.6 million in 2012. Vietnam and South Africa plan to further beef up their cooperation, especially in major areas like apparel, footwear, seafood, and wine production.
In the other news, Vietnam and Indonesia have set a goal of $10 billion in two-way trade before 2018.
To that end, the Investment and Trade Promotion Center of Ho Chi Minh City and the Indonesia Consulate General co-hosted a conference to introduce Indonesia's strengths and advantageous points to Vietnamese businesses in the city on March 27. Indonesian Ambassador Maya Fa noted that the two countries reached important deals last year, especially in agriculture, energy, and finance. Last year's two-way trade between Vietnam and Indonesia hit about $5.1 billion. Key exports of Vietnam to Indonesia include mobile phones, apparel, footwear, rice, electronic accessories, and chemicals. It mainly imports coal, bronze, and paper from Indonesia.
An international tourism festival is taking place in Ho Chi Minh City. It draws the participation of over 80 travel agencies and allies from inside and outside the country.
The 10th Ho Chi Minh City Tourism Festival takes place at the September 23rd Park. It offers an opportunity for localities and tourism businesses to assess customers' demands and tastes. The annual event is also aimed at promoting the tourism culture products of different regions through product displays and art performances. I feel very lucky to be here. The festival gives me a chance to understand more about the culture and specialities of different localities and gain more experience while traveling. A series of activities, including performances of Den Gat Tai Tu, or Southern amateur singing, which is officially intangible cultural heritage of humanity, and a hotspot photography exhibition have been organized at the festival. In the spotlight is a program entitled Tourism Supermarket, aiming to introduce tourism packages and stimulus programs for visitors. This year, visitors can buy the tourism packages directly at the festival at attractive prices. Although organized in Ho Chi Minh City, many tourism packages on sale at the festival are from the northern mountainous regions, especially those in remote areas.
We bring to the festival many products and travel brochures to introduce the tourism potential of Cao Bang province. We hope that through the festival, the image of Cao Bang will be spread to domestic and international tourists.
During the festival, more than 100 travel agencies, hotels, resorts, and tourist sites have been honored for their contribution to the tourism development in the city and the whole country at large.
And that wraps up our news bulletin today. Thank you for watching and goodbye.